So since 2019, when I finished the studies at the law faculty of Tirana, I started working as an internal teacher there. And it's been now 13 years that I'm teaching in international private law as though intellectual property. I gained my master degree after 4 years of finishing the faculty. And on 2015, I got the PhD. So I got the doctorate in juris in the field law. So in the field of international private law, actually, more specifically. So I've been teaching at the faculty, and I also work as a freelance lawyer, giving consulting and everything that might be needed. Overall, this is my short bio. Actually, COVID had his own goods and his own bads. It's, of course, it created kind of a very chaotic change in every people's life, because from going out and continuing the work, everything got blocked. And this had some, let's say, it changed the mindset of many people. But at some good aspects, we can say that this was a very vast time in which you can offer your research, or which people found ways to get more connected with their laptops, which means getting more connected with your laptop, you have more connection with the researching. And in my, let's say, in my case, I was very, I was very eager to, on that big empty time that we had to work online and to do things, I found time to progress my researches and to continue on doing that. And Eurasia gave me the support, and I'm thankful to that, to join such broad and international conferences, that despite these difficult times that we are living, the research is not stopping, but it is going even more further, and it is coming with some very nice conclusions. And we are still meeting, not live, but virtually, with other researchers and academic professors, like in the last conference that we had. And this is a great opportunity. Then, if it wasn't for COVID, maybe this would not come to this point. Maybe we could not have this kind of very great possibilities to continue the research, to meet with and exchange the ideas and the perspectives throughout the world. We will meet with people from India, from China, from Taiwan, from Singapore, from Albania, this small country in the Europe. So I think that COVID has had its very bad effects towards the people emotional part, but it had also a great, and I think that many of us were lucky to involve ourselves into the research and to promote it into this kind of international conferences that Eurasia is offering to us as academics. So very pleased to that, and very positive toward the positive side effect of COVID and pandemic. Actually, I'm very pro in the nowadays world, when everything is like rushing. You have a job, you need to do then mom's duties when you have kids, like I do. I'm having 2 kids, so which means going into a conference like physically, it takes not only time, but also the effort to arrange all other things in which you cannot join. Which means if you do because it's gonna take the same time to prepare yourself for a conference, the research, the editing, the presentation, it will take the same time. But the day of the conference, it is very important, or let's say useful, to have it online. It is shorter in time. It is more productive because everybody talks in line. There is a plan. But usually in the physical conferences, you need a full day. Let's say you can start on 8 and you will, maybe the ending ceremony will be at 6 p.m., which means it will take all of your day. And not of all the time it is as productive as it is on the online conferences, because you will chit chat here, you will give another opinion there. So you talk like 15-20 minutes, and then all the other part is just a leisure, let's say it some words, when you drink something, when you enjoy your lunch. While in the online conference, it's more more useful, it's more productive. You do it, you interchange ideas, then there is an ending, and that's it. Then you can continue your work, your job, your agendas, whatever it is. So in my opinion, actually, since I'm doing not only the lecturer job, but I'm working as a freelancer for counseling, law counseling and everything, let's say a lawyer, and I have also a family to run. For me, and I think for other moms, but not only moms, people who are busy with work, online conferences are a blessing. Since I have a very vast, let's say, colleagues number, because as I told you, I work in the faculty and we are like almost 100 colleagues there. I work with many clients and with many other colleagues outside of the office. I am aware that they are all following online conferences mostly, because it's time consuming if you want to go in a physical one, because sometimes they are not in the same country. We have to travel abroad. We have to arrange many things. The conference might be in one day, but you need 3 days for that. 1 day to go, 1 day the conference, 1 day to come back. So I will definitely propose not only the online conferences, but actually even the Eurasia ones, because I felt very comfortable with this conference. I'm glad, and I will always be a member so I can join even more conferences. And I'm very pleased that I was chosen to be the eminent speaker. And I was also chosen to have the best paper presentation. So it was a pleasure for me, all of this experience with you. And I will definitely propose it to my friends and my colleagues. What can I say more? It is the best positive thing I could say, because as I already mentioned it a little bit before, I felt at home. I didn't expect it at first, but then we had that conference and it was so joyous. We gave those comments, we gave our research, we had questions and answering, and that was perfect for research to be presented in such a welcoming place, and in such a, because everybody regarding the conference part was very involved into that. I remember I exchanged like 100 emails with Dr. Flora Charles. She was like running everything. I felt comfortable, I felt welcome, and I'm sincerely giving 0 to 10, I'm gonna give 12.